I suppose by all appearances it could be morning. It is not, however. It's my second pot of coffee. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been going strong since who knows when I started. I got up early this morning, 5-ish, and ran out of things to do. So I started doing recording, doing one man's trash. So good morning tomorrow, because I ain't doing this tomorrow. I just feel like I'm not. So I wanted to give you a quick report because I actually have things to report. And does it matter? I suppose it doesn't. But I'm kind of excited because I talked to some band members yesterday, and we've got some progress going on. And one of the things that came up was that Jared was talking about wanting to have, he's the lead guitarist, wanted to have a little more of a old-timey texture to some of this old-timey sounding songs. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I hear that. And today I was working on it's a Texas swing, kind of like a trashy Texas swing. It's not that sweet Texas swing. It's one man's trash. Come on. So it's my trashy Texas swing song, and I decided to do a little something different and give it a different vibe. I pulled out the old jazz box. Got it right here, actually. I didn't put it away yet. And in case you don't know what that is, the guitar that kind of Chet Atkins played, big hollow body. And did a little rhythm guitar part on that, and it turned out really good. It kind of has a fun little vibe, and it has that old-timey feel to it. And then I'm trying to get a hold of the pedal steel guy because he's in town right now. So maybe we can get pedal steel on that tomorrow. So there's some progress. In fact, I wanted to show you the whole rig, and in violation of the first rule of the trash report, I am going to do some video editing so that I can show you the setup. Here is where I set up in the room to play on the drum throne and the jazz box. And then moving on to, this is in the booth, how I set up. Now this is an old amp that Jared found in New York. He got it in a trade, and it didn't look good. It didn't have a skin on it or anything. So last year I went through this nightmare of putting a new Tolex on it, and then I made this crazy wooden front piece for it that's just for fun and looks and it's cool. And then I put a new speaker in it too because the speaker was blown. So I sort of revamped the amp and decided I would try that because it's from the 60s. It's like a student amp. It's got tubes in it and stuff, but it was like a student amp in the 60s, so kind of a cheapie. But it really has a funky old vibe. And then with the jazz box, I think we got just like those two items, nothing in between. Kind of got a funky old-timey sound. So I think we're making progress in that department. And we got another track ready to sort of start adding the flourish to, which will be some pedal steel and some lead guitar exchanges. And we'll see what else comes up. Maybe some piano or something at some point. Professor Longhair kind of thing, something. So that's the progress that I've made, and I just wanted to stop in and tell you about that. Is there anything else? Nothing else really going on right now in terms of forward motion. I should give you an update because I just haven't mentioned the lovely Earl the squirrel lately, but he's doing fine. In fact, this morning I was hanging out with him. He was in the neighbor's yard. I was trying to get the cat to go back to the neighbor's yard, and then I see him over there, and he's kind of out in the wide open where there's no place to run. So I had to kind of run and grab a hold of him and try to bring him back home past the cat. So I got him tucked in my arm, and he's clawing the crap out of me. And then we walk past the cat, and he's cool for a second. I take him back to the tree, but he did get me. He kind of got me a good scratch on my arm and sunk those claws in. But he's doing fine. Everything's fine with the mighty Earl the squirrel. So that's what's going on. The rest of the day is me just misbehaving and having a Saturday. So I hope you're doing the same. I will check. I'm probably not going to check in tomorrow unless I just get kooky in the head, which is a huge possibility. So that's what's going on. We've got some more guitar tracks, and we've got some progress for the trash report. It's a beautiful day, folks. So, that's my story. Rock forth.